Overnight, the IDF recovered the bodies of 6 Israeli hostages from a Hamas tunnel in Rafah. According to the army, they were murdered by their captors only a few days before they were found. The hostages are Hirsch Goldberg Polin, 23, Eden Yerushalmi, 24, Ori Danino, 25, Alex Dubnov, 32, Carmel Gat, 40, and Almog Sarusi, 25. The IDF did not have the exact location of the hostages, but had indications of a general area where the 6 could be held. Troops began to search a tunnel complex until they found the hostages' bodies yesterday afternoon. Overnight, their bodies were extracted from Gaza and brought to Israel for identification. There were no clashes with Hamas terrorists inside the tunnel, and the guards who likely murdered the 6 fled the area. The tunnel in which the slain hostages were found in Rafah is about a kilometer away from where soldiers found and rescued hostage Farhan al-Qadi alive earlier this week. Goldberg Polin, Yerushalmi, Danino, Lubnov, and Sarusi were abducted from the Nova Music Festival near Kibbutz Re'im by Hamas terrorists on October 7th, while Gat was taken from Kibbutz Be'eri. 3 police officers were killed in the terrorist shooting. According to initial reports, terrorists arrived in the area and fired at a car, hitting 3 passengers before fleeing the scene. The names of the officers were not given, but they were a man and woman in their 30s and a man in his 50s. The vehicle used by the terrorists was abandoned shortly after the attack. Security forces have launched a search. Over the weekend in the Etzion block south of Jerusalem, 2 cars exploded, each packed with makeshift explosive devices in what was believed to have been a coordinated attack. The 2 terrorists involved in the attacks were killed by troops at the scenes. There were no other injuries. The major ongoing IDF anti-terror sweep is continuing in Samaria, and the focus has now been moved from Nur Shams, Tulkarem, and Farah to Jenin. Troops raided a Jenin neighborhood where they neutralized dozens of explosive devices that were planted along the roads. Fierce firefights erupted between IDF troops and Palestinian gunmen. An IDF soldier was killed in the clashes. He was identified as Staff Sergeant Elkanah Navon, age 20, from Petah Tikva. Since the start of the anti-terror operation last week, the IDF says troops have killed at least 26 terrorists and detained many wanted men.
Experience the power of truth with ILTV News. If you're looking for quality content and captivating visuals, join our news community and become an integral part of our team as we embark on a mission to unveil the real Israel, dismantling the web of lies and misinformation that surround reporting on Israel. By subscribing to ILTV News, you will not only have access to the latest updates, but you will also amplify our message, creating a ripple effect that carries the truth far and wide. Subscribe today and help reshape the narrative. Available on the web, Android, and Apple.